Hello everybody, back here again for a vlog a day. Today is Sunday the 25th, and today was a lovely, beautiful day to be alive. Got up this morning earlier than I wanted to. Not been sleeping great. I'm not sure what's up with it. Seems like it happens to me often about this time of year. I go into like a weird month-long can't sleep worth a damn scenario, and I figured out when I look back at my sleep tracking and whatnot. So kind of just, I don't know if it's like a weird like seasonal depression thing or what happens, but somehow or another kicks my ass. But went ahead, got up though, got a few things done, got the dog out of course, jumped in the hot tub for a little bit. From there got out, had myself my little breakfast cigar. Wife got up and around and got a few things done, just kind of hanging around the house, not really accomplishing much of anything, just kind of doing a little yard work, working on my new grass seed. That's one of the big things, hoping it'll get grown in enough that when I got dogs showing up into the week, they won't just destroy that part of the yard. So I think I might have to set up some kind of little barrier or something, some like a little fencing around it to keep them out, to have a chance for it to survive a little on the better side. So who knows, I was hoping it would grow in a little faster than this, and it's not. It's got a little growth, but definitely just enough to get beat up and tore up by the dogs. So I'll probably have to go to Home Depot and pick up some kind of plastic fencing or something to kind of build a little barrier around it kind of thing. So we'll see. Hopefully it isn't too bad. So, but yeah, that's kind of what I'm trying to figure out how it's going to do by Thursday. I think I have like 5 dogs coming, so that would be interesting. But yeah, went ahead, got a couple of other things done to kind of hang around for the morning. Wife headed off to the store to get some grocery shopping done, all that good fun stuff. She went to leave and the top screwed up on the convertible again. Tried to put the top up so she could use the trunk, and it wouldn't go up, which who knows. So she texted me as she was leaving, says take the Focus instead. I go out there and try and fix it, and do not know what was wrong with it yet, but by manually adjusting the package tray up, it basically resets itself and it works fine. So my guess is there's a bad bushing, or not bushing, brushes in that DC motor that runs the package tray. So I did get a power probe to try and be able to put power into it manually, which is fine, except it works periodically. So I really won't have a way to fix it to know just by putting power to it if it's actually going to cause the problems. Like I said, it works, I don't know, probably 8-10 times, then it doesn't. And then it works 8-10 times, then it doesn't. So, but it's not a hit and miss scenario. So yeah, from what I've seen in the forum groups, nobody makes these motors. Can't find where I can buy them. So I've been looking around trying to see, because I figure if I just pick up a new motor and swap it in, if I'm going to tear it apart that far to get to it, I'd like to have a new part put in there. And even if it's not it, at least I have a backup at that point. But because mine's acting up periodically, I really don't know exactly whether it is or isn't fixed. That's the problem. So I would. Drive around with your stereo up so loud that like absolutely ridiculousness. But also the stupid Carolina squat, or you want to call it, with the accent all squatted down, they're pulling an imaginary trailer. That is one of those. There's a lot of car fads I don't get, camber tires and stuff, but that one also is ridiculous. So, but yeah, went ahead though, got the top up at least, so it's working there, and then the top goes up and down now fine. So hopefully, I think I figured out a way at least to bypass it when it does act up, to reset it. So if we are out somewhere and it starts to rain, we should be able to fix it, get it back up again. But yeah, don't know. So, and the one shop that I talked to who does a lot of import car stuff, talk like they don't mess with convertible tops at all. So yeah, I gotta figure it out. Also, while I was out there, I tried to reprogram my key, because the key fob part works, but it doesn't start the car. It cranks it, but won't fire. So the transponder is bad, telling it to send ignition. So they supposedly online, there's a way to program it by doing all these weird little things on it. Makes the light flash. It didn't work. Also, the video I saw on how to program the garage door opener built into the car, that program system didn't work either. So who knows? But yeah, so I spent that time out there sweating my butt off doing that while she was grocery shopping. She came back, got the groceries put away, hung around a little bit, just kind of chilling out, me and the dog outside. She likes being outside chasing lizards. So we were outside a good chunk. Owner reached out a little before 2, came pick the dog up. Everything went good there, get the dog back. And then she couldn't find the money to pay me. She was like, I had the money here a minute ago, I lost it. So she was all searching around the truck trying to find it. And it was stuck in a little note holder thing, like where you keep your ID and your license and shit and your insurance on the sun visor. So I spotted it while I was helping her look. And I was like, oh, there's my money. So we laughed. So had a good little chat there. Talked about her little trip and how her night was. And then from there, got back inside, asked my wife, she'd lay down for a little bit on the couch, and asked her, I said, hey, what you got going? She goes, oh, I'm getting ready to get up, do this. And I'm like, okay, whatever. So I'm like, is there anything else you want to do together? And she's like, no, not really, that I know of. Why? I'm like, well, in that case, I'm going to go ride my bike, just then go for my run before we go get pizza. So I was like, okay, cool. So had she offered a nap with me, I would have happily taken a nap instead of riding my bike, but it wasn't offered. So I was like, no big deal. So jumped on my pedal bike on my new tadpole, or new to me, and went and rode the tadpole for a while. Got a nice little ride in just here in the neighborhood. Didn't go to a trail or nothing, because the time frame by the time I drive to a trail and then ride, adds an extra hour and a half to your ride, which isn't worth it. So, but yeah, went ahead and got my ride in, came back, got my run in, and then grabbed a shower. We decided to head over to Beachside to pick up what normally is my favorite pizza. Is a chicken bacon ranch from a little place called Flagler Ave Pizza, things like that. I'm not sure what it's called, but it's over on Beachside, and parking over there can be absolutely horrendous, to the point when it's a little on the busier side, I often won't even order the pizza until I get there and find a parking spot, because if I'm going by myself, I've actually drove over there and then drove around so long trying to find a parking spot to go get my pizza that I have legitimately, the pizza's gotten like super cold just sitting there waiting for me. So, which is absolutely ridiculous that happens at times. But this time we were going together, so we jumped in the car, headed over, and then with the top down, the trunk is basically non-existent because it's a hard top convertible, so it takes the entire trunk up. So went ahead, she just held the pizza, went back, so it was all good, and got back home, and the pizza was like light on sauce, and just it seemed light on toppings also, and light on cheese, and it was just, I don't know if it's they're skimping back because they're trying to cut costs, or it was just a bad maker today or what. But the pizza was not by any means, would not be my favorite, but I'm not gonna give up on them. I don't go over that often to Beachside because, like I said, parking is so horrendous that it is just not worth it most of the time. But it was surprisingly kind of dead, but it is also Sunday night and school's starting back up, so it is slowing down in our touristy town, so that helps a little bit for that process. But with the 2 people in the car, it's easy, because I drive by, drop her off, and then I swing back around, pick her up. So it's easy. So thought about trying to kind of call in the order, like, hey, if I get here, if I give you guys like a, an extra $5 tip, will you walk out to the stop sign for me and just hand it to me in the car? And I haven't done that yet, but I've thought about that in the past when we got a bunch of dogs and stuff, and we don't want to take 2 people over there. So, but yeah, worked out, got back home, had our pizza, watched a little bit of TV, a little bit of Young Sheldon and that, and then from there, headed back outside, lit myself a nice cigar, decent, cool off in the evening, definitely not cool yet, but cooler, without the sun shining, and then pretty much headed back in, had a little snack, we watched an episode of Frasier together, and wrapped it up and called it a day. So that's all I got for right now. We'll talk to you guys tomorrow. Have yourself a safe, wonderful day. Thanks for watching.